products. Our guest today is with Isaac Heating and Cooling. Let's introduce Dominic DeLeo. Dominic, welcome.
Hey, good morning, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, got to boost your microphone there a little bit. There we go. You are the manager of the Home Energy Performance Wing.
Yes, Sam. We do all the green products, energy audits, solar, geothermal.
Are you the only non-Isaac in the... Because when you came in, I just assumed your name was Dominic Isaac. Shame on me. I apologize for that. But
you get that a lot, but we have 6 branches now, over 150 employees.
Wow.
And the majority of them are not Isaacs at this point.
I've been a customer of Isaac for years. You take care of my furnace all the time. Not you specifically, because you're in the green end of things. But we have the red truck around our house a lot, and they just do a great job. I told you before we began the segment, I have an central air conditioning unit that goes back to 1990, and it purrs like a top.
Oh yeah, it's amazing around here. We don't use them that often, but when we do use them,
is that why it lasts? Because we hardly ever use it.
But yeah, I think so. We see them, we replace them all the time. Where they're anywhere from 20, 25 years old, and a lot of them seem to be working just fine. So
25. Well, I've gotten 22 years out of mine. So
yeah.
All right, the green end of things. Let's find out what you do. I noticed that your shirt that you're wearing, because probably going to work after the show, has a nice green Isaac logo.
Yeah, it does. We changed it up about 2 years ago. We started the Home Energy Performance Division. Along with that, we've got some green and white trucks that you're seeing out there. That they're really cool looking. Changing things up a little bit, and our division kind of specializes in all this new technology and putting it to use for our customers. Is
this something you were eager to do yourself? Did you say, yeah, I'll embrace this endeavor? Or did you have to learn about it as you went along?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I was interested to get into it. I think it's the wave of the future, and but I've been learning as I go as well. There's every time something new comes out, we're back to school, getting ourselves educated. And
now, so Isaac Heating and Cooling just added a new division, right? Is that what you're trying to convey to me?
Yes, essentially we are a new division of Isaac Heating. Yeah, we work.
Okay, so you're just not just doing the heating and cooling anymore. In addition to, you guys do the home audits. You come into my house.
Yeah, what we do is we do home energy audits. So we come into your house and we do a full inspection, health and safety testing.
Okay.
We use a thermal imager to see where your weak spots are in your in the shell of your home, and then we go back. We put it into a computer model, and then we bring back recommendations and prioritize them for you where you can best spend your money making an improvement on your house.
All right. And you mentioned solar a few minutes ago. You guys actually install solar system on homes and buildings?
Yes, we do. We install
that's
PV solar, so we're making power, feeding it back to the grid. You can use it in your house as well as you wouldn't think that it'd be a big item or there'd be a payback in Rochester,
right?
Because of how many cloudy days we have, but it actually works quite well.
Okay.
Dominic DeLeo is the manager of Home Energy Performance for Isaac Heating and Cooling. My image of solar panels is these big clunky things that are on the roof that just makes the whole house look weird. And if it's still the case, I apologize, but have they modernized it at all to look less, I guess for a better word, less obtrusive?
A little bit. It's,
we're getting there.
Better than it was in the 70s and early 80s, but it's still, somewhat obtrusive. We don't like to put it on the front of a house. We typically try to stay, we got to go south. We can go anywhere but the north side. So
you can find a way to make it not be one of those houses.
Oh, absolutely. We actually have one customer that they ended up building an outside cabana bar, essentially.
Yeah.
And that was what they used for the roof, so you didn't even see the panel.
Oh, cool. It's like back in the day of the original satellite dishes when the thing was as big as,
20 feet or
side of the house
diameter. Yeah.
Not as big as a pizza. So that's good to know.
Yeah, they've got some new technology, actually, that it looks like a roofing shingle. So I think in the next 5 or 10 years, you're going to start seeing it where it's you won't even know it's there. It just tacks right onto the roof like a shingle and it's hidden.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool. Now, when you do these home energy assessments, do you see one thing that trends with every house? Like the majority of houses, if they just replace their windows, could save energy, or is it just kind of different depending on the house?
I think windows are probably, from what we've been finding, are the biggest misconception. Most of the time it's air infiltration. And what we do is we put a blower door on the house and we put a 20-mile-an-hour wind, on the house, and we go through and we find all of the spots where air can leak. So we're finding that that's, every house has that in common. That's the best thing you can do is kind of air seal, go find those holes and close them. That's going to be the most bang for your buck. And then after that, it's pretty much house by house. That's why we send an auditor and we test every house individually and try not to go in with any preconceived notions.
And do you charge for an audit?
Actually, we typically do charge for an audit, $275. Right now, though, New York State's running a program where every customer in the state gets one free audit. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
So they're picking
Where's your
up.
scheduling book? I'll
Yeah.
sign it. Can you come by today?
he heard
Absolutely.
that free word again.
Right. If it's free, it's for me, and I'll take 3.
What they do is they cover $250 of the audit.
Yeah.
So what we've done at Isaacs is said, okay, you know what? Whether they qualify for that or they don't, because it is income based as far as how much they cover, we pick up the rest. So it's going to be free to our customers.
Wow, and everyone gets a chance to have that done once.
Yes, everybody gets a chance.
How do you find out about that? Just call, or is there a website we can?
Oh, you can call us, right at Isaac Heating, 546-1400, and 770 is the extension, and we can set it up for you. We can get the ball rolling. There's an application you have to fill out and some paperwork, but we handle most of it for you.
We'll make sure we have a link to that site on our website, propertysourceradio.com. We'll make it easy for you to get in touch with the folks from Isaac Heating and Cooling. Dominic DeLeo is here. I think one of the good things about Isaac is that if there are suggestions that you make, you can be a good one-stop shop for items that might make your house a little more energy efficient. Is that safe to say?
Yes, it is. It is. About a year ago, we got into the insulation business, and that kind of came through these energy audits. We started getting out there and going, you know something? The heating and air conditioning, or the heating side of it, isn't always the best payback for the customer. So let's fix the whole house, not just put a new system in that's going to heat the outdoors. Let's keep the heat inside and use as much of that energy as possible. So now we do full insulation, we do air sealing. We've got a new truck that we set up for it, and an insulation machine.
So is that picking up? I mean, do you guys see that to becoming more of a mainstream demand?
With the rising costs of energy,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We can't always lower the energy costs, but we can actually try to keep them where they are now, so that all these increases don't affect you.
Do you find the older or the newer houses are in need of a little green technology?
We're finding that most of the time it's the older houses. You get anything from 80s, 70s, 60s, 1950s. That's kind of our favorite house.
Yeah.
We can do the most good there.
Oh yeah, the older the better kind of excites you. I know, because you've got a lot more. They didn't put a lot of insulation. The older the house, the less insulation they put in, because the cost of the stuff wasn't to heat the house was insignificant then 50 years ago.
But at the same time, you also hear these stories sometimes about how some builders cut corners on modern construction, and that might be. I remember so clearly going to a restaurant once. I'm not even going to say where it is. It was a brand new restaurant, and they were open in the wintertime, and I was sitting in a booth right near a window, and there was a draft coming through the window.
Oh,
So I mean, it's not just old construction that needs some help.
yeah.
Oh yeah. We do some of our best work with the older homes, but no, absolutely. We'll audit any home. We recommend it to all of our customers.
How long does the audit take?
Anywhere from 3 to 4 hours typically is how long we're in the house. We take all that information back to the office, build a computer model, and then present that model to the customer. So
Very cool. Very cool. 546-1400 extension 770.
you got it.
Do I talk to you if I call that number, Dominic, or do you have
You will talk to Bob.
Bob?
Yep. But if you need me, you can ask for me, and they'll put you right through.
Great. Well, don't call him now, because he's here at Property Source Radio till 10 o'clock. And when we come back, we'll share a little more green technology from our friends at Isaac Heating and Cooling. It's Property Source Radio. We're here till 10 every Saturday morning. Stay with us right here. Sports Radio, 950 ESPN.